Hello, Painting with a Purpose friends. We're gonna do this super cute boo pumpkin. What you're gonna need is, I've got 3 different size round brushes. So I've got a small, medium, and a little bit bigger. And then you're gonna need 1 medium size flat brush. The colors that you're gonna need are, I've got a couple different shades of orange. So darker one, a little lighter one. I've got yellow and red. You're gonna need black, tan, this is brown. It looks almost black, but it's brown. And then this baby blue color. All right, to get started, we're gonna start with your flat brush. Also, don't forget your water cup and your paint cloth. And we're gonna start with just our regular orange, so that medium color orange. Excuse me. And so we want our pumpkin to pretty much fill the canvas space. And we're gonna start out with just a set of parentheses. So one set is gonna go like that. And then our other set is gonna come just like so. So, or it's like the letter C and then a backward C, however you wanna look at it. And then I'm gonna come in here and I'm gonna do another one that kind of connects. And then another one kind of connects like that. And then one more really close together. And so there is our pumpkin outline. Now with this orange color, you're just gonna fill it in. And your inside parentheses will probably disappear, but as we add color to our pumpkin and give it contrast, we'll bring them back. And just try to follow those parenthesis curves when you're filling it in. All right, now that we have the main color of our pumpkin, we're gonna come back in with that darker orange. And we're gonna come in along this edge. And then we're gonna come in here. And here. And just kind of blend it. You still want to see some of that light, but we're also going to add some yellow so it'll make it lighter. I'm going to go ahead and wipe the excess paint that I have on my brush off. And I'm going to go with just a little bit of red, not a lot, just a little bit of red in some of these areas. You can make it a smidge darker. So kind of like right along where you did the darker orange, like right on the inside. A little goes a long way with the red. I'm gonna wipe that off. And now I'm going to use the same brush with my yellow. I'm going to put these highlights kind of in the top. And you're going to be picking up some of the dark, so you may have to wipe your brush in between, because we do want it lighter. Alright, now I'm just going to I'm going to wipe all that off and just kind of go over some of these areas. I don't want it too blended, but I just want to kind of a little blended. Alright, so there is the basic of our pumpkin. Go ahead and wipe all the orange off. And what we're going to do next is we're going to paint the rest of the background black. So we're going to cut in around our pumpkin with black. Alright, you are finished with your flat brush, so that can go in your water bucket, and we're going to let this dry. Okay, for this next step, we're going to use our larger of the round brushes, and we're going to use our dark brown paint. We're going to work on the stem. So your stem is just going to kind of come up and curve. And then so all this is stem. So just fill that in. And with that same brush and the light brown paint, we're just going to add some contrast. And then with your medium round brush and your black paint, we're going to come in right along this edge. Darken it up right underneath your stem. I'm going to pull it down just a little bit. And then we're going to come up from the bottom. And go ahead and rinse that black off. And with the brown, the dark brown, we're going to come in here and do some curly cues. Rinse the brown off. We're using that same medium round brush. And we're going to do these little black hashtags on our pumpkin. So there's going to be a hashtag over here. It's going to be like a 3 going this way, and then 3 going this way. We're going to do one over here. This one just has 2. One down here has 3. We're gonna rinse the black, and I'm gonna take just a tiny bit of this tan and mix it with the brown to kind of lighten the brown a little bit. And then I'm just going to come in here and add a little bit of this brown kind of at the top of my pumpkin. Not a lot, just a little bit. Like you hardly want any paint on your paintbrush. And I'm going to come in with some brown kind of down through here as well. All right, with this same brush and your dark brown, we're just going to add some little curlies, loops, little circles. And that's with the brown. And then We're going to come in and add a little bit of black through our stem at the bottom, and then a little bit up here. I wanted my stem to be a little more pointy. I'm going to fix this. See how I just fixed the point on my stem? I just kind of filled in that space with black so it looks like the black background. And then I can wipe the black off and come in here with my brown and give it more of a point. There. Alright, I'm going to rinse this brush and set this brush to the side. This medium brown brush is the brush that we're going to use for the letters. I'm going to switch to my small, teeny tiny round brush, and we're going to do our baby blue. So we're going to start by kind of going on the outside edge of our pumpkin with this baby blue. And it's not perfect. This is real like a fun little artsy pumpkin. And then we're gonna come and we're gonna do some of our stem that way. And now we're just gonna add some swirls over top of the brown. Just kind of looking to see where else I need to get crazy with the blue. All right. Now we're gonna set our small paintbrush aside. We'll use that for our teeny tiny spider that we're gonna make. But we're gonna go ahead and do our letters. So you can do your letters a couple different ways. You can go ahead and kind of draw them up with a pencil. You can use a paint pen to go over them. I'm just gonna use my paintbrush and my black paint. I will go ahead and draw it just so I can kind of get the spacing. Let's set this back down here. And I can clean this up when I paint it. Pencil will erase. But that pencil just kind of gives me a guideline. You guys see that? All right. Now, with that medium round brush and your black paint, we're gonna do these letters. And you do not have to put the lettering on it. You can leave it plain, just like so. I think it's a little more Halloween-y if we do the letters. to do our exclamation point. So for that one, I'm gonna use my very small, and it's just right here. And then for the point, that's our little spider. So I'm gonna kind of pull it closer so you guys can see. We're just gonna make a little circle. The spider's body. We're gonna give him a little head. And then we're gonna do his little legs. So they're just kind of like this. All right, guys, there you go. I hope you had fun painting with me. Can't wait to see what you guys create.